Hi guys, it's your boy Dream by BABS, and in this video I'm going to be explaining my view on XAUUSD, what I'm currently looking at on XAUUSD. I don't really feel like talking today, but I just have to. So looking at XAUUSD, yeah, XAUUSD currently on the daily time frame is on a bearish trend. It's on a bearish trend, and it could keep giving us that bearish move. On the weekly, I made a mistake by not seeing this point as an higher low that was broken. But if you had gone to the daily, that's that you have to keep like scaling down to the next time frame, scaling down to a little bit more lower time frame, so you can see what's happening. So this point was a major higher low. This point, 4,658, was a major higher low for the market. Why? Because this is the point. At this point, you can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low. This was the last higher low that failed to create a new higher high. This was the last higher low that failed to create a new higher high. And guess what the market did? The market broke below it. The market broke below it. If the market broke below it, it was an intention that this bullish move that has been happening, this bullish move that has been happening, this bullish move that has been happening, this bullish move that has been happening on good is about to end. This bullish move was about to end. So this was an intention that the market is going, which is still an intention. So wherever is, for those of you that are just watching my video for the first time, an intention is basically means the market is showing us its hand. So let me give you a new analogy. So an intention can just mean like a prophecy, like saying what the market wants to do, saying like a a preamble, like a pre-movement of what the market wants to do before it does the real thing. That's what an intention is. The market showing us his hand. So whenever the market breaks a low, it's an intention that the market is going down. The market wants to give us a bearish move. And this was a major higher low. This point was a major higher low. This point was a major higher low that failed to create a new higher high. So the market broke below it. It should just tell us that it's an intention that it wants to keep going down. An intention that it wants to keep going down. An intention. So the next thing we had there was a correction. A correction. A correction. A correction is an opposite move designed to trap FOMO traders. So let's say everyone knows that gold is going down, but that means everyone should be winning the market, but there is still FOMO, and that's what an intention do. That's what a correction does. Create FOMO, create an opposite move designed to trap FOMO traders, like people who are scared of missing out. They jump on the intention. Then the next thing that happens is a corrective move. That's how you should view a correction. And if you are talking about the analogy I gave, I said intention means prophecy. Intention means prophecy. So if intention means prophecy, correction should mean a process. For instance, if God prophesies to your life, or if there is something that your life shows, maybe your life, okay, by the end of next month, you are going to give birth to a male child. For instance, that's what someone told you. There's a process that involves giving birth to a male child. We have the every process that leads to giving birth to a child. That process must happen. It might not be in accordance to the prophecy. That's what the correction is meaning. It's not in accordance to the intention. It's an opposite move. So when God shows you that you're going to be a billionaire, that's an intention. That's a prophecy. The next thing that happens is a process to being a millionaire. Setback, failure shaping you, awareness of yourself, isolation, discipline, the training, everything is a process that does not look like you becoming a billionaire. It does not look like the prophecy. It doesn't look like a prophecy, but it's a process designed to bear to the prophecy. But it traps most people. Most people did not believe it. Most people fails to trust the process because it's an opposite move. That's what the correction is in a real-time market. It's an opposite move designed to trap FOMO traders. They don't trust the intention. They just want to jump in. They just want it to happen now, but they don't know that a process must be created for that intention to be respected, and that process is called a corrective process. We have the intention process, the corrective process, and the next thing is the execution process. So let me just write it for you. This is prophecy. This is process. Process. Process that beats the prophecy. Beats the prophecy, but doesn't look like it. That's the process. Then the next thing is the execution. The execution phase. Execution phase in the market is when the correction has ended. In the market is when the correction is when the correction has execution phase is when the correction has ended and there is alignment. There is alignment with the intention. There is alignment with the intention. So I'm just going to be explaining what the daily time frame is doing now. It alignment with the intention. Execution phase is when the correction has ended and there is alignment with the intention. So whenever there is an intention, a correction will occur. The correction bets the execution. But before the execution comes, the correction has to end. Then alignment with the intention. The intention and the execution is only what's going to be equal. Like if the intention is bearish, the correction will be bullish, but the execution would be bearish. The execution will give birth to the initial stage, like the intention being bearish, the correction being bullish, but the execution now continues the real move. That is the intention. So back again to our analogy, the execution will just be fulfillment of what? Prophecy. Fulfillment, final fulfillment, final fulfillment, final fulfillment of prophecy, final fulfillment of prophecy. So this is an intention, a break below this low. Let's now put it to real time market. A break below this low was an intention that the market is going down, because whenever the market breaks a low, it shows us his hand. It prophesies to us that it wants to go down. But what happened next? That's not what happens. Like every prophecy, when there is a prophecy, what happened next doesn't look like the prophecy. When God said Lazarus was going to um raise up from the dead, what happened doesn't look like the prophecy. When Jesus said Lazarus was going to raise up from dead, what happened does not look like a prophecy. It was nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. So this is an intention that the market is going down. This is an intention. A break below this low was an intention that the market is going down. This was a prophecy. But what happened next doesn't look like the market was going down. This is correction. It started to build up bullish momentum. It started to build up bullish momentum. And if you go to the 4 hour, you see it clearly. But let's just stick to this. It started to give us bullish momentum. It started to give us bullish momentum. Till that bullish momentum. Till that bullish momentum reversed. It started to give us bullish momentum. So that's just it. The intention is prophecy. Then the correction is an opposite move that does not look like the prophecy. But it's a process that the prophecy must pass through in order for fulfillment to happen. So whenever there's an intention, there should always be a correction. Do not trade without a correction. Wherever there is an intention, there should always be a correction that bears the execution phase. So that's just it. The intention will show you that it's going down, but what happened next does not look like it's going down. It's an opposite move, but that's just to bet the intention move. So what happened here is intention break before a low high, then we have higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. This is a corrective phase before you see a break below and higher low, lower highs being formed, lower low being formed, lower highs being formed. So now it's a point where the execution might start. It has even started already because it has come back to the intention level. It's now in alignment. So some people have been selling. This was the best place to have your sales. This was the best place to have out your sales. And if you believe this place should be a lower high, then it should have been there. So I'm seeing it to break below this low. I'm seeing it to break below this low because the next wave of the prophecy, the execution is always much than the prophecy. The execution is always more than the prophecy. So this should go down. This should go down. This should go more down, further down than the initial intention. But I have not entered the trade now. So the 1 hour time frame is what's going to tell us what's going to happen next.